Actually, before I get started with the unboxing, I just wanted to show you what a coincidence that the only two other dolls that I have with me right now are Samantha Parkington and Maritza Ochoa, which are actually connected to Raquel Reyes, which I find super interesting. Samantha Parkington is my favorite American Girl doll ever since I was a kid, and oh my gosh, there's a whole story about that I will share in a different video. And then right here I have Maritza Ochoa from the World by Us line, and she's also Latina. So the doll I'm about to unbox looks very similar to Maritza Ochoa, and then I think the story of Raquel Reyes is connected to Samantha Parkington, and we're about to find out what the connection is. But first, the unboxing. If you guys happen to see a furry little head popping in every now and then, it's my puppy. Her name is Lady. All right, so here we have the box, and I'm gonna go ahead and unbox now. I wish I had one of those tripods so I could angle it and you guys could see. If I had to guess, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that she lives in Miami and she might be either Puerto Rican or Cuban. I have no idea though. I still have to read the book. And as soon as I do, I'm probably gonna post another video. So here's the book. It looks like she has a pet. I love that because so do I. All right. Ooh, yes. So her great-grandmother is Samantha. Oh my goodness. And she has a Pomeranian named Lucita. Oh my gosh. So Samantha Parkington is her ancestor. There is a connection after all. I love this. Okay. And just so you guys know, the author Angela Cervantes is the same author who wrote Lead With Your Heart, the book on Maritza Ochoa from the World by Us line. Oh my goodness. I love these shoes because they have a little bit of a platform, and you guys know platforms are way more comfortable than heels. Oh my goodness. And I like that this is like a modern take on Samantha's dress. We still have, you know, the checkered design, but it's a lot more modern. She also has a bow at the top, but it's not in the same style. She doesn't have bangs. And let's see what we have here. All right. What is this? Looks like a bracelet. All right, so let's unpackage this. All right, so Raquel Reyes is officially out of the box, and the first thing I'm noticing is a lot of bows. We have the bow on her head, the bow on her bracelet, the bows on her sleeves, and the bows on her shoes. These have got to be the cutest American Girl shoes I've ever seen. I love them. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and bring Maritza Ochoa so we can compare and see the differences and similarities between the two. All right, it's time for the comparison. So on the side, we have Maritza Ochoa, and she's currently wearing Mary Ellen's outfit. I love this outfit because I'm a huge fan of the fashion from the 1950s. Now, my values are definitely progressive, but in terms of style, I just love that vintage retro look. So we do see some differences right away. I just want you guys to look at Maritza's eye color. She has a dark brown eye color. And then if we look at Raquel Reyes, we have a light brown eye. But other than that, their faces are identical. Same lip color. We have a nice coral lip color on Maritza. And if I zoom in, same lip color for Raquel Reyes. Obviously, they have the same face mold, the Joss face mold. And their eyebrows are the same. So they have that sparse eyebrow look. And those beautiful lashes. They have the drawn in lashes as well as the actual, you know, you know, the eyelashes that open and close. So Maritza has the same thing, the drawn in eyelashes and also the eyelashes that open and close. Eyebrows are the same. There's actually no difference in terms of the eyebrows. So face mold is the same, lip color is the same, eyebrows are the same, eyelashes are the same. It's just the eye color that's different. So Raquel has this beautiful brown color and Maritza has a dark brown color. And I'm gonna insert that word. I should have said beautiful dark brown color. All right, beautiful dark brown. Now, it's very interesting because even though Raquel Reyes has her hair in a, I wouldn't call it half up do because it's not really half her hair, but she has like a little ponytail with her bow. But if you guys can see this line right here, she actually has a side part. And her side part goes this way. It's hard for me to tell if on your screen that's left or right, because on my, like me seeing it in person may be one way, but you seeing it on the screen might be a different way. But what's interesting is that Maritza has the side part in the opposite side. Do you guys see that? On Maritza, it's over here, and Raquel Reyes is the other side. Now, in terms of the hair, there are definitely differences, both in texture and in color. Maritza Ochoa has highlights in her hair, which they're beautiful. They're nice and chunky. I remember this look was pretty popular in like the 90s and early 2000s, maybe like 1999 and early 2000s. All right, let's look at Maritza's hair. So she has very long hair. All right, what happens if I pull down? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Her hair is super long. Okay, it goes almost to her, yeah, to her ankle. All right, to her ankles. And she has, I would say, like wavy hair. The texture, it's definitely got texture to it. So it's not the softest and it's definitely not straight hair. Okay, but it's beautiful. It has the curls at the end. So we could say she has wavy hair. And we see those highlights throughout. But here, they're a little bit more visible, the chunks, right? Okay, so she's got long wavy hair. Now we're gonna check out Raquel's hair. So Raquel has a darker hair color. Let's actually put them side by side. Let me do that. Let's look at the back. So you guys can see, well, Raquel's hair it's long too actually, but it's not as long as Maritza's hair. Whoa. Yeah, she's got some long locks. Okay, and I will say Raquel's hair is so soft. It's really nice and soft. Yeah, Maritza's definitely got more texture. There is some texture with Raquel's hair, but it's definitely softer. She's got, I have to say, straight hair. Straight hair, even though like the ends do, they do curl a little bit, but overall I'd say straight. She's got straight hair. And I'm gonna put them a little bit closer so you can compare the color. I'm hoping the light is hitting it enough that you guys can see. Raquel's got, let's see, is it black or is it dark brown? I'm gonna say it's dark brown. It's dark brown. And I'm gonna bring Samantha Parkington actually, and we're gonna compare her hair color as well. All right, and Maritza's definitely got more of a reddish tone. You guys can see she has dark brown hair, but the reddish tone from the highlights does take over. So she definitely has dark brown hair with red highlights. whereas Raquel's hair is just one color. There are no highlights here. And let's see how long her hair goes. Okay, so before the knee, okay? So she still has long hair. Okay, now let's bring over Samantha. All right, so here we have the three ladies together, and now we can definitely see the differences in hair. Samantha obviously has the shortest length out of the three of them. It goes from shortest, medium to longest. And in terms of hair color, Samantha definitely has the lightest shade of brown, followed by Maritza with her dark brown and red highlights, and ending with Raquel Reyes with the dark brown, almost looking black. All right, so I'm gonna turn Samantha around and I'm gonna compare their eye color, because if Samantha is Raquel's ancestor, you know the way genetics works, we get traits from our family members. Okay, so this is interesting because Samantha actually has dark brown eyes and Raquel has light brown eyes. Actually, Samantha and Maritza have the same eye color. They both have that beautiful dark brown color. So it looks like Raquel Reyes got her light brown eyes from a different family member, not from her great-grandmother, Samantha Parkington. So even though Raquel Reyes did not inherit her great-grandmother's eye color, she definitely took some inspiration from her fashion choices. We can see that Raquel's bracelet, the bow on it, resembles Samantha Parkington's brooch, the bow on her brooch. We can also see that the colors that make up Samantha Parkington's meat dress are like a dark purple or violet with maroon and like a mauve color. And Raquel Reyes's has the same colors but different shades. So we do have that purple and we do have pink, but Samantha's is more muted colors, whereas Raquel's is brighter and bolder. All right, so in case you guys were wondering why Raquel Reyes looks taller than the other two dolls, it's because she's got the platform shoes. I've got to say, out of the three of them, these are my favorite shoes, but I love those 1950s shoes. I'm so happy I have all three dolls in my collection, and even though these are practically the same doll with very, very minor differences, I'm so happy I have both, because as a Latina woman, I love representing Latina authors, so I really appreciate Angela Cervantes writing both stories for Raquel Reyes and Maritza Ochoa, and also the fact that the American Girl company is coming out with these beautiful characters. I haven't read the book yet, but that's what I'm doing tonight. My puppy's already getting a head start. And so I will be reading the book with her and then hopefully uploading a YouTube video soon about the information I find out regarding the newest character, Raquel Reyes. Okay, so let's talk about the obvious. These two dolls are practically the same. Their only differences are their eye color and hair color. And that's about it. Skin tone is the same, lip color is the same, eyelashes are the same, eyebrows are the same, face mold is the same. Now, I'm not mad at the fact that they did the Joss mold. In fact, I think it's great because a lot of the Truly Me Latina dolls or medium tone dolls have the Josefina face mold, and I love the Josefina face mold. I love Josefina, but it's just a mold that's been used over and over and over again, whereas the Joss mold hasn't been used as much. So I'm definitely not mad at the fact that they use the Joss mold on both Maritza Ochoa and Raquel Reyes. That being said, they could have made a lot more changes. First of all, with skin tone, I mean, the fact that we're currently celebrating Latino Heritage Month, I feel like almost obligated to say, if you don't already know, this should be obvious, but in case you don't know, Latinos, Latinas, we come in all types of colors, all shades. You know, I am brown, but not all of us are brown. We have Afro Latinas with African ancestry. Well, a mix of African ancestry and European ancestry. We're a mixed group, a very diverse group. Some of us are very, very light skinned. Some of us have blue eyes, blonde hair, or even red hair. And then we have, you know, all the shades in between. My own grandparents, it's kind of funny. So on my mom's side, my grandfather was light skinned with light eyes, but my grandma was very, very dark, way darker than me. Dark skin, dark hair, dark eyes. On my dad's side, it was the opposite. His mom had light eyes and light skin, and his dad was the one with very dark skin and dark hair, dark eyes. So we are a diverse group, and what I'm seeing in front of me is a lack of diverse shades or even a celebration of differences. We have basically the same doll here. And if I were a parent, I don't know if I would want to invest in both dolls. Like, Maritza Ochoa came out first. So if my child already had Maritza Ochoa, I don't know if I would want to shell out the money to buy practically the same doll. You know, I could just buy a change of clothes, and I already have I have one while having the other. You know what I mean? It would have been great to see a different skin tone. Now, when Moana came out, you know, the Disney character, I thought it was great because, wow, that doll is gorgeous. Now, I do have to say there is nothing wrong with Maritza Ochoa. So she came out first in the World by Us line. Her skin tone is beautiful. But because she came out first and Raquel Reyes came out today, I feel like more planning should have gone into her design. If there was already a pre-existing doll that, you know, looks identical, it was a missed opportunity here to have done a different skin tone or even change up the eyebrows, change up the lip color. I feel like the differences are too minor to justify that they're really different characters. Now, I did purchase both and I am going to keep both, but let me tell you why. I am not thrilled that they look like identical dolls. I'm not thrilled at all. In fact, it's a critique of mine. But as an author, I want to support other Latina authors, and Angela Cervantes wrote Lead with Your Heart, which is the Maritza Ochoa book that came out, and she also wrote the Raquel Reyes book. So I am supporting Angela Cervantes. I'm also, as a consumer, letting American Girl and Mattel know that there is a demand for Latina characters. You know, this country has a lot of Latinas out there who are consumers of American Girl toys and books. So that is why I purchased both, and I'm gonna keep both. But do I wish they looked different? Yes. If Maritza Ochoa was created first, great, you know, fantastic. Leave her as she is, she's perfect. this was a missed opportunity to create a doll that looked even slightly more different. Skin tone, eye color, eyebrow color. I mean, their eye color is different, but barely, you know. I think they're too similar, and I think the fact that not too many years have gone by between the release of Maritza Ochoa and the release of Raquel Reyes. It's like it's too close in our memory to be able to feel like there's something different between the two dolls. Now, I'm positive that a lot of people viewing this video only have one and not both. But if you have both like me, it does feel like you got gypped because it's the same doll. But yeah, in conclusion, Latinos, Latinas, we come in all shades. We have mestizos, mulattos. We can be a mix of African ancestry, European ancestry, or indigenous ancestry and European ancestry. We are a mixed group, and I personally think that's what makes us beautiful, right? And I would love to see that represented in the dolls. But I did purchase on the day of release because I am so excited and so thrilled to have these Latina voices in the American Girl collection. Now, if American Girl is listening, hi, I would like to introduce myself. I am an author and an educator, and I would love to write your next American Girl book. So if you are interested, please reach out to me. I would love that. I will have my contact information somewhere. All right. Have a great night, everyone. Oh, and Feliz Dia de la Independencia. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but yesterday was Mexican Independence Day, and a lot of Latin American countries will be celebrating their Independence Day from Spain soon. All right, well, good night, you guys. Bye.